Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, yes. Some weeks back, even before William Ruto and Gachagua were sworn into office, a group of young men in Nyeri County stormed a public land in Karatina, and they attempted to divide the land amongst themselves, claiming that they were promised the land by Rigathi Gachagua. They met the full force of the law. That was weeks back. Today, some hawkers, some traders in Thika had this to say.
Tunakuomba serikali ya Wamatangi. Tulijitokeza na tukakuchagua. Kwa hivyo tunajitokeza tukikuomba usimame na sisi wauzaji wa Thika. Maana hapa ndio tunajua mahali tunastahili kupata unga. Ama hapa ndio ofisi yetu ya kila siku. Kwa hivyo tunajiomba, jinsi sehemu zingine wanapewa masaa ya kuuza, tunajiomba hata sisi utupee masaa. Hata kama ni saa hiyo saa 11. Ndio tunaheshimu maduka na tunaheshimu wenye wanauza maduka. Lakini hata sisi ni wananchi wa Kenya.
Na mimi nataka kumwambia Bwana Rigathi Gachagua, nyinyi tulimchagua mkiwa na William Ruto. Tulimtrust. Wewe ndio kingpin wa Mount Kenya. Usikubali watu wa Thika waondolewe ukiona na macho yako. Tetea watu wako, sisi ndio tulikuchagua, tulisimama na nyinyi, msimame na sisi.
Yes. Those are the hustlers who were promised heaven. They were told that they were going to form a government with Rigathi Gachagua and William Samoei Ruto. And you are now seeing them. They are complaining. They are crying foul. They are reminding William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua that they voted for them. And they now want Rigathi Gachagua to defend them now. In this video, I want us to dig deep into that story to see exactly what it means and what it portends for William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua on the mountain. Before we do that, if you are watching us for the very first time, subscribe, give this video a like. Yes. Those are the hustlers who are talking about freedom coming. Freedom is coming. And now you are seeing less than 1 month, they are already complaining and reminding William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua that they voted for them. And when William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua were campaigning, they promised these people that they were going to form a government with them. Bottoms up. And some took that literally to mean that upon William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua being sworn in, their lives were to change all of a sudden. And I know some voted for Ruto expecting that. But now reality is actually dawning on them that politicians will always be politicians. Yes. And if you look at William Ruto's support base, the so-called hustlers, even though some are disappointed with William Ruto's government, I'm seeing some still have hopes that things will improve. Things will improve. I know some still are harboring such kind of hopes. And this is why I maintain and I believe that as time goes by, William Ruto is going to be very, very unpopular amongst the hustlers. In that as time goes by, those promises most likely will not be fulfilled, and life will continue becoming hard and harder for these so-called hustlers. And that's why I'm saying most likely William Ruto will experience a rebellion among the hustlers. In that the hustlers will wait, expecting things to improve, but things will just be getting more difficult each passing day. And that's how William Ruto will be very, very unpopular amongst the so-called hustlers. And if you look at that story properly, those are hawkers. What they normally do, they spread their wares in front of shops. And the shop owners now cannot even make sales because of these hawkers. So I'm seeing a William Ruto in this team who are now torn between maintaining and keeping the law or condoning lawlessness. And I personally believe no government will condone or tolerate lawlessness. And that is most likely going to cause a split between these so-called hustlers and the government. And you know that's happening because William Ruto, when he was campaigning, he was not very honest and very truthful with these people. He made some promises that actually made these people think that upon William Ruto forming government, then the hustlers were going to operate out of the law. Some had that feelings. And that's why they're actually complaining. They have the audacity to remind William Ruto and Gachagua that they voted for them. I believe most likely as days pass by, or rather as days pass, they should be prepared for even more rude shocks. And I've seen a gentleman there reminding Rigathi Gachagua that is now the kingpin of the mountain and he should defend them. And if you look at it objectively, I also believe Rigathi Gachagua is not reading the signs properly. Either Rigathi Gachagua is being said to be irrelevant on the mountain deliberately, or is just not politically smart. Immediately William Ruto was sworn in as the president, Ruto transferred Naivasha port to Mombasa. And that port was benefiting his people. Rigathi, who is seen as a kingpin, ought to have at least stood with his people. He was silent. And then yesterday, Ndindi Nyoro just revealed some information that for Rigathi Gachagua to meet, or rather to meet William Ruto, he must get permission from Farouk Kibet. Yes, he must get permission from Farouk Kibet. So by Rigathi Gachagua keeping quiet, when his people are actually being betrayed, it's creating a perception that Rigathi Gachagua and William Ruto are in this together. And from what Ndindi Nyoro just revealed yesterday, Rigathi cannot even meet William Ruto without approval, without getting approval from Farouk Kibet. So it's almost very certain and clear that even some of these moves, Rigathi Gachagua is not even being informed. Rigathi Gachagua should not keep quiet here. And then about 3 days ago, we also saw some traders in Embu believed to be from Meru. Their businesses were vandalized and they were attacked. And those who were attacking them were claiming they were criminals. Rigathi Gachagua is quiet. I believe that all these things are just helping in weakening Rigathi Gachagua on the mountain. Rigathi Gachagua is being seen as somebody not defending his people. And from where I sit, ladies and gentlemen, I strongly believe that even though Rigathi Gachagua is in government, he should not be seen to be actually defending the government more at the expense of his people. Sometimes Rigathi Gachagua, for him to remain politically relevant on the mountain, he should be seen to be defending his people. Not all the times a yes sir kind of a person. Rigathi Gachagua is actually failing here. Yes. And even before I conclude, it's almost very certain and clear now that the hustlers are just realizing that they are hustlers, and the hustlers are realizing that there is a very big disconnect between them or rather between themselves and the ruling class. All the nice words that they were being told during the campaigns, something tells me very strongly that they're now coming to terms that those were just campaign gimmicks and clever politics. That's what I'm seeing here, ladies and gentlemen. Let me stop it there. But in case you are watching us for the very first time, subscribe, give this video a like, and to any other person who wants to have a chat discussion with me, or even to support this channel, I've pinned my number on the comment section. Contact me through the number, and if possible, if you want to support the channel, you are also free to send a donation or support to the number. God bless you. God bless Kenya. Let's meet in our next analysis.